doing.
I mean, or I can just leave, like whatever.
What? No, we're just doing a stream right now on the internet. That's what's happening.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
It's totally
Nothing's
fine and
fine.
normal.
Nothing is fine. Nothing is normal.
Welcome, 3 people, to Cask Strength, episode whatever, 108.
Hello,
Wait till I get out of the hot tub. I'm doing it for Carl.
there are the same number of viewers as there are participants.
But is it a hot tub time machine, though?
I mean, presumably, if it was, we would know by now.
Or would we? It depends on where he goes, right?
I guess that's
Right.
true.
You
That's
mean
fair.
when? It depends on when he goes.
And where?
Fair
Well,
point.
yeah. If it's a space-time machine.
Well, we
Right.
don't know.
Is it a time machine or a space-time machine?
I
Technically,
believe
all
that-
time machines have to be space-time machines if they show up in the same spot on Earth.
It's true. Just a time machine without the space part would be very difficult, I think, to not end up just
you
in
would die.
space.
Yeah,
You would just be in the planet or in space.
yeah.
Okay. So it has to be a time and space machine, right? Because if you're a strict time machine, what is the central point relative to? Because if it's relative to the middle of the universe, right? Everything's slowly moving.
I mean, let's be honest.
It's a real big problem.
We're trying to separate time and space. It's space-time. It is one thing.
Yeah, right. So it has to be a machine that does both.
Yes.
Because yes.
Sure.
It just matters if it's local or non-local.
You could have a time machine that is just mobile.
Yeah. This is a weird conversation for a whiskey show.
So you would start moving in whatever direction you need to be, at the time, and then set up the time machine.
So that's the thing, right?
Like Back to the Future style.
You need to have the
Totally.
point of relativity set, right? Because it's not just the position within space. It's also what is happening on that world. So if you maybe, say for argument's sake, the center of London and, 1033, right? Well, that street level is now 12 foot or 20 foot higher than what it is now, like compared to now. So, on the street,
It's very difficult. This is the one and only problem with time travel is figuring out
it's
the
just this.
physical.
Just
Also,
this.
I just remembered that this is a whiskey stream, so I poured some classic latte.
It's not.
oh shit! I was just getting out of the hot tub.
I just filmed an episode for my own channel, so I'm already pretty lit. So I'm just here for commentary.
Sweet.
And I'm neither here or there or anywhere, so whatever.
Yes, void. We are
Either
aware.
nowhere or everywhere. It's very complicated.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter either. Nothing
So-
matters.
I wasn't with nothing. That's what Metallica said.
Exactly. Thank you.
I missed the special guest last week, or guests.
No, they were all assholes, though.
There were a couple. Yeah, it was
I
it was
did
a weird
too,
one
so-
last week. Leonardo DiCaprio was kind of a dick. Like it was weird.
1000%.
That
I'd
tracks.
heard that, but look.
It was surprising that he turned up at all, though. So I mean, there's that.
I mean, you get a knockoff Jason Momoa, so
The better Jason Momoa, you mean?
Yeah. Or was it Dollar Store Jason?
I think my wife would disagree with you about better, but
Well, she did settle for you. She had the option of going Jason Momoa or Jason Momoa. And she is your wife. No, Burley is just replacing Nessie at short notice.
If we
And-
keep convincing him to show up, then I mean, why not? Right?
Yep. You as always, Weddle, you're always welcome to join us. You just gotta find one of us online.
I am the Greek god guest host. I show up when it suits my fancy and when the hubris is not too high on this channel.
That's all of us. That just adds all of the hosts. Just show
It's whimsy,
I guess
just-
I'll show up this week. Whatever.
There we go.
Okay, I guess I'm officially.
I mean, you might as well be.
I mean, No one has ever been fired from this show. And
I'm trying.
due to the HR policy,
I've been
that we
trying
have,
since day one, and it still
Yeah.
hasn't worked out.
due to the HR policy and department that we have, technically no one's ever left. They're still on the books. We're really good at getting them on the books.
Wait.
To get them off.
There's books.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a list, really, than
Yeah.
Lists are
Yeah.
worse than books.
You're already on plenty of lists. I'm sure.
That's true.
Which so how long till Burley's got a FMOA at caststrengthshow.com?
We can make that happen. That's not difficult to do.
All right, so
Laddie.
classical, you bastard.
So good.
We were going to talk about minis. I even got
We
some-
were. That's what it's one of the smaller bottles that I have. So you know,
Yeah.
it's just a cute.
That
little-
counts.
and that's a small bottle too.
Yeah.
And that's not whiskey.
The only thing that I've got that counts as a mini right now is the remnants of the mead cask Eleanor.
Oh, yep. That's the last of it too, isn't it? Like
It's the last in the world, technically the rarest whiskey in the world. I'm calling it the rarest whiskey in the world.
That would be fun to try. I haven't had a chance yet.
There are like 60 mils left. I am getting another barrel for my channel at some point.
Nice.
Bigger barrel, 5 gallons. Gonna age mead in it and probably gonna send it to the boys as well because,
Sweet.
you know.
That'd be fun.
But it's gonna be a used whiskey barrel that then has mead in it that then has more whiskey in it.
So I have, it's too far away to fucking get at the moment. Also past the 5 minute mark so I can swear. I have a port barrel that has had port in it. It's only a little, 5 gallon, whatever. It's a little bastard. It has had port in it for 26 or 28 years. Just constantly popped up like an evolution, sort of topped up, a little bit taken out whenever.
Oh, so like Solera?
Yeah, right, but port.
Yeah, but port.
There is a point that I would love to get that barrel and then just ship that to the boys and say, hey, finish a whiskey in this for me, please. Right? Can you imagine like 25 years or 26 years plus of a Solera style port thing just going through it the whole freaking time and then just having that all washed? Because there are times where that comes out as like a freaking syrup, which is beautiful on ice cream. Yeah. Stuff. One off. Not easily replicatable.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, they're great. It came in like a 3-pack. I think it was the Classic Lottie heavily peated and maybe the barley one.
Oh yeah, the Isla Barley.
I finished the other
or
two,
the,
so I can't remember. But
Actually,
it was like a 3-pack. And they do it with the black art now too. Like little mini bottles, which is probably the best way to get black art because
Jeez,
it would be
might be the
enough,
only way.
but it
I've
would be- it
never
would be
seen
cheaper.
black art in the wild.
I have.
I've seen Octomore in the wild. I've never seen black art in the wild.
Singapore duty free, mate.
Just hop over to Singapore, no problem.
Also, Jason, you don't have to go pretty far to see a drunk Burley or a drunk Famoa, because I'm there.
Yeah.
Because I had lunch today and I lost a bunch of weight, so I'm very much a lightweight. So the filming that I did earlier for my own channel cut me all the way there.
So what I'll do is I'll make it appear like drunk Burley is closer. You ready? Freaking producer powers, man. Producer powers.
I've seen pictures of that task. That's as close as I've gotten so far.
Didn't you get some at one point? I thought you had some in your
The
possession.
32? No.
No.
The oldest Talisker that I've had is the 27. The in 1985.
Fair.
I've actually not had a Talisker. I need to rectify that.
You do. Talisker's good stuff.
I mean, I've been focusing a ton on mead lately, so I have like an excuse. But but like one. I have one excuse.
It's all you need.
Yeah.
No, I'm
It's
just.
all you need.
It's all you need.
It's all
All you need is love.
No, just no. None of that. What is that? No puns.
The void is manifesting
puns.
people again.
All the puns.
All the puns.
It's a Hang on, let's just see which.
I think I have to file a copyright infringement or something. Oh my god. I'm scared. There's two of us. Why are there two of us?
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna make this even better.
I have to leave in shame now. I can't even hold a candle to that.
We've got a winner.
Ah. Get the void back. Sorry, void. There we go. Back.
That hurts every time.
I'm sure it does.
I really, really need to close that freaking back door somewhere. Like, I don't know how they keep getting in, and it's starting to annoy me.
Dude, if you've got people going in your back door, you got other problem. Anyway, no
I am
judgment.
an amorphous entity, okay?
No judgment, dude. No judgment.
They are all entrances and exits.
Sure.
That makes things awkward, doesn't it?
Yes.
I mean, hey, enough bravery and lube. Anything is possible.
Wow.
Full of holes like SpongeBob. Just
Just change the background.
oh.
The worst part of that, Burley, is I'm sure that such images exist on the internet already. And I don't even have to look it up to know that that is a thing that exists.
Do not.
I believe
Do
you.
not.
I'm not going to.
Jason, it's not
I
open
haven't, but-
willingly. It's just stuck there. Like it's like they found an access point, and I cannot close it.
So the big thing is, right, is you know how they always say exit stage right? If you exit stage left,
It hurts.
It's just all Hollywood. Just like
Yikes.
oh dear.
We've hit that point that it's been 12 minutes. It's good time.
I mean, I had a really fucking boozy cocktail earlier and then finished up that mead, so
Excellent.
The right way.
because I don't waste. So
Now, that would be interesting. If they're in there long enough, do they take over or does it work the other way around?
We're gonna find out.
Someone got a message. Was it me?
I don't know.
it wasn't me. My phone's on Do Not Disturb. If it makes a noise or like vibrates, I'm shooting it.
Like 90% of the people that would message me are on here right now. So it's probably not.
I feel like I need to message you now, Brian.
Well, you could. now I'm just getting messages from people.
Yeah. Christina does look different, Terry. Some.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. Doesn't she?
Yikes. The very, very rare Terry appearance.
yeah.
This is
Not technically the first time, but very rare.
Damn it.
That would probably hurt.
That one hurt a lot. Like
Yeah.
I can't even tell you the amount of agony that I felt, and a slight bit of pleasure.
I mean, where do you send legal paperwork into the void? I don't. Not sure how that would
You
work.
just yeet it and it appears.
I'll catch it.
Yeah, you yeet it hard enough. And it's all right because at the end of the day, AJ, Terry's got Brad's credit card to use.
That's probably true. I still haven't actually confirmed that. I think officially, but it's probably true.
So basically, Brad's gonna fund the legal charge against the Void.
Oh,
Shit.
I'm pretty sure I would notice his charges that big, so we're probably okay. I'd be
Oh,
paying.
Probably.
You assume you need like a good lawyer to come after the Void. You really
Probably.
don't.
Fair.
yeah, dude, his back door's wide open.
Wide open.
Yikes.
All doors, just in, out, just wide open.
Yep. It's, you know how there's
Where
like,
do you think I got that watch? Fuck, man.
I got discharged from the military. I'm going back from
This
my name, Colonel Colonel Angus, to my given name, Anal Angus. God.
Oh, God.
That's a throwback. One that I'm probably too young to actually know about.
In other news, I have ordered a small, tiny cowbell for my small, tiny dog, but that's a whole other.
Okay.
That's a whole other barrel of kittens.
Yep. It's walking reminded me that I need to check the shipping on that. It's all right.
Fluke getting too sneaky, too many ninja skills. Needs a cowbell.
He has a cat collar on a lot of the time anyway, which has the little tinkle bells. But
Yeah.
tinkle bells is not. It's not. That's something that you put on a little old lady dog.
Yeah.
He's a big manly Pomeranian, so he needs a more manly tinkle.
Sure.
I'm just imagining like a
Sure.
cowbell, like half the size of him.
Right. Please be a actual full size cowbell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Of course, the floof wouldn't be able to drag it around.
Just like his back leg sticking up, the cowbell on the ground. Just
that was him before as he carried out that lamb cutlet,
I believe it.
which he has just come in. So he's obviously eaten the bulk of it very quickly. Hey, what's the matter, little buddy?
whereas Thor over there, I've definitely caught him walking around with like one of those neoprene coated weights because he thought it was a toy. just like, what's up? This one's a little heavier than the usual, but like, it's fine.
Bring me my slippers and my workout gear.
That'd be handy.
You take that back, Charles.
It's very rude.
I've seen the floof, and the floof is 10 out of 10 manly. And
Yeah.
trust me,
Totally.
I know manly. Just
Right? Listen to that.
my name is literally a synonym for like beefy and brawny. Like,
Yeah. You listen to that voice. That's just his indoor, slightly higher pitched, friendly voice.
Yeah,
when he goes a
my
little bit-
yeah, this is like my. I mean, if I want to.
It sounds like Kermit. Kermit got testicles.
If I can just, if I want to, I can just talk down here, and it's
Yeah.
pretty comfy.
That's fair enough. Oh, I mean, I don't go low because I can't.
I mean, if I go much lower, it gets pretty quiet, and my mic has difficulty.
It's
Too low. The technology can't even register it.
like
When I have to like lean into it and just be like, "Hey, how are you?" Just, but we're way off whiskey topics. We're not even on mead topics right now. Just
Whiskey.
you know what?
Okay, sure. I'll switch. To
I was
some
gonna
green spot.
say Megan
Green spot.
Trainor right now was freaking loving it. So I don't know what you were going on about.
oh yeah, she's all about that bass.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty clear, right? No size two.
You do so Void, you do realize we have a proper technical difficulties thing, right? Because you made it and it's glorious. It goes like this. Which is still that's
See, that one creates technical difficulties. That's a different sort of thing.
I feel better now, thank you.
Fixed. It's all fixed.
That's all I needed. Back in the game.
Yep.
Sorry.
And you know what, Dan? I'm just gonna say that's what happens when you're off trimming bush.
But
priorities. What could you do?
You got to do what you got to do. Does Manscaped sponsor you guys yet? Like,
Yeah, you'd think, but no, not yet.
No. Apparently, this is not good. That is not good.
Definitely not.
That both needs a weed whacker and no shaving.
somehow at the same time.
It's very confusing.
It's both hirsute and bald everywhere, all at the same time. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure this one doesn't want to shave for professional reasons.
My wife and my boss at work have both forbade me from shaving, so
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. And it also gives you a chin, which is always handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to have a chin.
I don't know. You guys don't have my chin, so it's not great. So
Well, yeah.
that's why the beard is here.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you all have chins.
What do you mean? You have all the chins and none of the chins all at once? Oh, yeah, that's right. The man, the myth, the legend, James from was it Worldwide Whiskey? No, World Whiskey on Instagram.
Yeah,
I probably still got that wrong, but well worth a follow. He was on a couple of weeks ago. Very, very cool dude.
very good dude. He sent us some very delicious whiskey that I still have a tiny bit of. That's excellent.
You just save it for me, Brad. Just put it in the pile. There's just
Like all of you have like different piles for each other, right? Like that's
No.
It seems to be going that direction. Yeah,
there we go.
there's
Yeah.
definitely a few things sitting around just waiting for Jeremy.
yeah.
I've got a genuine surprise for Bradley when I get there.
I'm probably gonna bring like bottles that I've made on my channel, like of mead, to the Bastards Ball. So
That'd be awesome.
Yep, which
not a
is
lot of it because I'm making like 1 gallon batches, but
exclusive. Even though they've already announced it on the Patreon, it is going ahead. I mean, I could have legitimately done the exclusive because I knew well before it was published on thing,
Yeah.
as I asked.
And
sure.
theoretically, at least, cask strength should be there in
Yep.
wherever the YouTuber area ends up being this year.
Yeah.
I understand that we may or may not have either an on-camera personality for Brad to hold a camera and point to. Potentially.
I mean, I'll be there. So Method to the Meadness will be there in spirit. I wasn't like invited
Cool,
as a
cool.
YouTuber, but like I'll be there.
But task strength was you can have my ticket. It's all good. That's how this shit works, right?
Well, probably because when they were doing the inviting, I hadn't done my collab with Jesse yet, and so like I had a 100 subscriber channel.
I mean, we didn't have much more than that the first time we met. I don't think.
That's
I haven't-
fair.
I have a feeling that the invite list may or may not have been done a lot later than people think, because they needed to decide whether or not they were going to be doing it before they invited any YouTubers, lest it get in. Oh yes, okay. So James, what is the Bastard Ball? The Bastards Ball is something that Crowded Barrel, the Whiskey Tribe, etc. do. It'd be the fourth one, I think.
Technically.
The third real one, because last
Yeah.
year was virtual, right?
Yeah, last year
So-
was virtual.
Real quick, sorry to cut you off. I got to run, gents. I apologize. I'll be back later. Next week,
All right.
probably.
See you later, boy.
So yeah, hit up Daniel. There's generally a whole heap of distillery people from the tribe and Patreon, stuff like that go. I think the numbers are still capped at 500. but it's just a very chill, non-networky. From what I like, there is some networking, but it's kind of like a trade show without the trade show formalities. In effect, you know, you're chilling,
Yeah.
you meet YouTubers, you're interacting with the guys, everything, all in one. All of the
Yeah.
Texas distilleries are there.
It's a good time, and there's a lot of whiskey getting poured for free.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
only went to the first one, but it was grand time.
It was a very good time.
For that weekend, the best whiskey bar in Austin was the lobby of the La Quinta that we were all staying at.
I think that was the big thing because what is it? Not last year, the year before, Iron did like a YouTuber pick where they basically did like a tasting blend session with a whole heap of the YouTubers. There's a whole heap of things that it's more. I think community engagement.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
Yeah, I met Weddle at the actual hotel. It was nice, like seeing all these people that I'd only seen on Facebook, just like in person.
So, James, you can either hit me up on Facebook later, or Brad will send you emails to, like the addresses for emails to send. That'll be the easiest thing. It's held in Texas,
Yes.
at the Wizard Academy grounds.
Thankfully, not in the middle of summer this time.
Yeah, that's true. And 2 days, is it, or 1 day? I can't remember.
I think it's just one day.
It's just one day. It's the
Everyone made
Sunday, October
It's into a
17th.
long event. Yeah, it ends up being. I'm jealous. I was supposed to go last year. It's not going to happen for me this year. But next year, damn it. Yeah, this because a lot of the people just will go and hang out and do events, like mini private events leading up to and whatnot. Yeah, I don't think anyone who's gone has had a bad experience.
Yeah, the only thing was
Very
like
good time both times that I've been. So
yeah, the only thing was like the first time, the only time that I've been, was that it was in the middle of summer.
it was a very.
But like I went from Georgia to Texas, so like it was hotter, but it was drier, so it like felt the same.
I was basically melting. the entire
Like,
time. I'm amazed that I didn't
actually-
light on fire randomly.
It was kind of wild because the shade actually did something to cool it down, which is not something that I'm used to. I'm used to like the humidity just carrying the heat right
Sure.
into the shade
Right?
and just like having no difference whatsoever in between. Like Georgia's like a fucking wet convection oven.
Oh, you are heavy, dog. Did you eat like 1 million kilos of lamb?
Different Georgia. Not Tbilisi, Atlanta.
Oh. Well played, AJ. Well played. You're onto him.
The Russian tanks don't come this way.
There's a
Usually.
reason that the peaches are red.
Duh. I mean,
That's
yes.
the onion.
I mean, I'm a mead channel, so I didn't get an invite. So
Yeah, look, I don't know. I'm definitely not privy to any of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I have no idea who got invites or not or whatever.
For all I know, they may have just done the list from two years ago.
Very possible.
You know,
Yeah.
so
I mean, I assume that like Ralphie gets like an invite like out of just out of sheer.
I honestly don't know about Ralphie. I know Roy.
Yeah. I mean, but I think like out of
Right.
just sheer respect, Ralphie just gets one. Like
Oh.
they know he's not gonna
Probably.
like.
Yeah, I don't think
It's,
he
it's
would
like a
show,
token
but
invite.
he
He's
might
not
get
gonna show,
invited.
but like you gotta.
Seriously, I would love to do a feats of strength with Ralphie.
That would be very interesting.
Right?
Dude is jacked.
Freaking oath he is. Oh,
That was a very strange day, finding out that Ralphie was just totally jacked.
yeah, he is a massive gym junkie. Yeah, feats of strength with Ralphie would be awesome.
Right? Yeah, that's where he is. He's staying in the body. That's it.
Yeah, just staying in the bothy. Just
That's the thing. Is realistically the both is just the change room at his local gym.
that would explain so much.
It's his post workout stuff, you know. Just has a dread, waffles on for an hour. Good man.
I set foot in the gym once since the pandemic began.
Have you?
Yeah, once, and I forgot that the seated overhead press machine at this gym gives the per arm weight and not the total weight on the stack.
Oh, that's evil.
And so I meant to go really, really light, and I'm just like, man, this feels heavy as I'm doing this.
Yep.
And I whoopsed my well over my own weight over my head.
Oopsie.
Did not mean to. Meant to take it easy.
Take it easy. Oh shit! Hang on. I need to change the background back. It's because you mentioned it's mentioning the lube earlier before, and I changed it to Evolution background. No one noticed. Waste of time. Ralph, you could slap the bang out of the.
Very possible. I mean, sure.
That's got to be a feat of strength right there, right? Just bung slapping.
Sure.
Oh.
Terry, you're gonna have to pitch those ideas to the boys.
These could be events at the Bastards Ball. They could have a whole whiskey games.
You know,
yeah,
whiskey and strongman show. Just you know,
there's the
barrel deadlift.
Cheating highly encouraged. You know, it would be hilarious.
I was not going to go. I was going to do like the caber toss is the barrel toss. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you do it like keg toss style, where you grab the sides and just.
No, you're gonna have to do it from the bottom. Throw like a caber. Yeah.
And just flip it end over end.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
You know, deadlift. That's just bags of malt, man. Just straight on.
Sure.
How many bags of malt can you do in a minute? Done.
Just like.
Oh, what would you do as the farmer's walk?
Oh, that's just like Rex and Daniel. Just.
Yeah. Actually, that's it. It's the patron eject, right? Like you're just going to carry two people. Go for it. What, doggo? Obviously, I needed to give you 2 lamb things and not 1.
Obviously, jeez. Don't
Hey,
be stingy.
oh, yeah, they didn't get it. It was half a sheet. This lamb cutlet. It was glorious. Raking the malt floors with a weight on your rake. Yeah. Oh, actually, that would be it. Instead of a deadlift, you're just lifting certain weights with a rake from a distance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That'd be yes, dog. Come on up. You want to come up or not? No, you want to bark at me? That's not happening. Good boy. Hey, good dog. Good dog. I could beat that again.
High risk, high reward, Charles. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, what is whiskey if not like pre-workout? Like, it's fine.
Right?
Relaxes the muscles. You know, it's good for before a workout,
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure it does.
You know, just take a sniff of like a Stag Junior and just and then do the lift.
Yep. Oh, yes. Milling barley with your forehead for late night games. Yeah.
All these are excellent ideas. I think this needs to happen.
You right? You right now? You happy? All right. You smell like lamb. Okay.
I wonder why.
Have no idea. Have
You comfy,
no.
sir? We've got a giant beanbag chair down here, and he's just like curled up next to it.
Of course. Okay, sure.
It's probably cooler on the floor, man.
Yeah, we have to brush him out every day. Right now, like this season.
Dude, you're just shedding water weight. Don't sweat.
Yeah, it's just part of the challenge, you know?
I mean, I got to stay under 105 to maintain weight class. Like,
Hang on, 105 kilos.
Yeah.
Oh, you lightweight.
for the American people, that's 231 pounds. And I am one of the American people. But,
I appreciate you using a global scale.
well, I mean,
it's convenient for everyone on the stream currently. It's
honestly, 105 is just like way easier to say than 231.
Oh, dude. I feel like no. Beer bong water at these games, Steve. You know what? Just wasted water, man. Like the water from the wash. It's the water you can drink.
that would be rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, fun to watch though.
Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter? You being a sook. You are fat, dog. You eat some foods, did you? Yeah, I'm body shaming my dog.
Well,
Scary.
I mean, so when we got Thor, he was really out of shape, and he was like 109 pounds. Because he was pretty sedentary with his old family and like spent a lot of time in like a giant crate. But now he's really in shape, but he's still like 107 pounds. So his dog medicine is the same amount of money. I would like him to get under 100, but nah.
Okay.
I think he's like 7 pounds.
Huge, massive dog.
Floof is the amount of weight that Thor needs to lose
Huh?
in order for his medicine to become a reasonable amount of money.
But you see, he's only fat at the moment because he did finish. Oh, that had well over 150 gram freaking lamb cutlet thing.
Right. How many of those pounds is just the fur though?
Oh, not as.
Not
Okay.
as much as you might think.
But at the same time, so he got trimmed recently, and I had been thinking I've been spoiling him a little bit over the summer because I hadn't been I hadn't been taking him for as many walks and stuff. And then when I got him trimmed, I'm like, oh man, I've been so bad. I've been starving the poor little dog. It's just it changed his appearance. He's healthy though. Hey, you still do 5Ks whenever we go for a run, don't you, dog? Hey. And 5Ks on little legs is a long way.
I'm going to see if Thor wants to appear on camera.
See, what'll see, like you're a giant to me, and that says something.
Thor.
So that weight
Come here, boy.
difference makes sense.
Kilo, 2 pounds.
Just going to... This big old sweet boy.
It's a buffer.
330-ish is what I am in silly language.
Oh.
He's a good boy, Thor.
Yeah, I actually... I haven't been this late since high school, but I lost a ton of weight over a bunch of years to make it like feasible to do that.
Oh, you see, Jason, I'm terrible. So when I was super fit, playing union and shit like that, I was 156 kilo play weight, and I was a tight head prop. So if I tackled you, you freaking felt it. And I was pretty quick. Then inevitably fucked my knees, and I put on a whole heap of weight. And by put on a whole heap of weight, the muscle changed to fat. I stayed the same fucking weight.
Yeah.
I just lost all definition and shit. So,
Sure.
yeah, I'm still. Oh, he's a dog. So I still hover. I mean, I go down to 120 sometimes, but honestly, there's about 10, 15 kilos I bounce around like no tomorrow. Doesn't matter what I do. Doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now that I'm under 105, I feel a lot more comfortable like trying out strongman.
Yeah, do it, dude.
Should. Yeah.
Because like when it was, like the 400-pound guys, I was just like, yeah, no, thank you, I'm good.
Right.
Because like
I-
the weight class above me is like open.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's the fun one, man.
yeah, but like
Depends
I'm
on how
also
you
like
define fun. But
I'm also like a ton stronger than I look.
Yeah.
So
Well, see,
it's nice being in a lower weight class because I get to like flex a little bit instead of just being like, yes, I am the same strength as this 350-pound man who is going to beat me.
Yeah. Yeah, because I noticed that they've changed a lot of the weights because I think Farmer's Walk's gone up to 120 kilos each hand now. And it used to be like 100 and everyone's blown apart. Like 260 as a deadlift with the 260 on the Atlas stones used to be like upper, and now that seems to just be the bare pass mark. Like the last
Wait, kilos?
Yeah.
Not 260, no.
What am I thinking?
Isn't
of?
it?
Yeah,
No. Because
260 was was like the absolute biggest you could get an Atlas stone for a while.
yeah, that part's true, but like it's not like super common. I think only like a couple of guys have done 260. Like I'm thinking like Shaw and Tom Stoltman.
I might be. Yeah, sorry, I may have added a bit. It's been a while. Because I could do 240 was where that was my limit. Done. Most of them go up to 220 now. There you go.
Yeah. That seems a lot more reasonable.
But yeah, no, because like 100 kilo Farmer's Walk, 13 seconds was my record. So, which is not hanging about. And
Oh, yeah, no.
I had a good vomit when I finished that one. Oh! Remember, kiddies, don't get drunk the day before a strongman comp.
I mean, unless you're looking to shed a lot of water weight real quick.
Oh,
there is that. I guess.
I think
Depends on your
thing,
strategy,
I think the funniest thing is those that were taking it super serious were just looking at me aghast as I'm chugging blue Powerade and sucking back on a fag, just like, I'll be right in a bit. There you go, buddy. You had enough? Good dog. I can lift 50 kilos in a good day. Yeah, I can lift a bit more.
Crowded Barrel, Wyoming.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, but like for the entire pandemic, I've just had like calisthenics,
I was going to say you were doing a lot of core strength work.
a dip station, and a single set of like really light dumbbells.
Because
My definition of really light dumbbells.
You were working at doing a handstand on the dip station, though.
Yeah, pulling myself up into a handstand. I got pretty close, and then I
This is all I have now. It's just a little 6 kilo belt.
Yeah, these got me through the pandemic. I have 2 of these. They're
This is
not
the closest thing to lifting that I do.
Don't lie, Brad. That bottle weighed more.
they're not nearly enough weight for me.
That's probably
Yeah. But sometimes it's just that repetitive slowing the motion down and whatnot is far more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Been very intentional about that. I've done way too many push-ups this past year.
Yeah, yeah, push-ups is fine-ish. I will rather do a sit-up any day of the week, and I fucking hate sit-ups. Hello, dog. What's the matter? Yes. Okay.
I mean, That's probably as close to working out as I would get generally. Yeah.
And that's only because the kid's not old enough to pour him a drink yet.
Oh, I can't wait for that. That'll be great.
And he's like, hey, man, can you just go get Daddy a smoky cokey? Done, you know.
That would be excellent.
Smoky Pepper just comes in. He's like, I drank half the can, Dad. And Brad's just like, yeah, that's fine. I don't give a shit. the line is still filled to the same point. Yes, dog. What's the matter?
That'll be his payment. He gets me a smoky pepper, and he gets the rest of the Dr. Pepper.
Yep. I see no issue with that. Yes, buddy. What's the matter?
That seems like responsible parenting to me.
Yeah. Are you saying that you would like to get me a smoky pepper? That'd be
I don't
awesome.
see that working out very well.
Can you get me one? Yeah? Is that so?
You're gonna need some like Honey I Shrunk the Kids style contraption for that sort of situation.
Yeah.
That would be cool though.
Do you think he's getting insistent that he wants attention?
A little bit.
You know, there's no more lamb. Yeah, there's no more. You ate it.
Sorry, but those little barks are adorable.
Right. I don't know if the mic's picking up, but many of them end with a bit of a rough.
Yeah.
Technically, we do, but most of the time, it's actually made in Canada. It just has actual sugar instead. So it depends on where the actual distribution center is, whether the Dr. Pepper around here has high fructose corn syrup or.
And most of the Dr. Pepper I get here is shipped in from England, which doesn't use high fructose. It uses good old cane.
I'm
So
not
That's
sure
funny 'cause,
exactly
like-
what the law is, but it seems like if it's imported from the States, it uses corn syrup, and if it's made in Canada, generally doesn't, but there's probably exceptions to that.
Good dog.
It's funny because when Thor's like right next to me, and like the only context you see is me and Thor, he looks like a perfectly normal sized yellow lab, and I look like a perfectly normal sized person.
Well, I was going to say, it's like that photo I took of the flute after his haircut rolling in the lawn. He looks like a normal-sized dog because there's nothing in the photo to give context of size. It's, you know, unless you zoom in close enough to realize those blades of grass are massive. And that's yeah. Is that better? You feel better now? You've barked? Good dog. Oh, doggo. Oh, look, Jason did some research there. Oh, trust me, dude. They are well and truly past 160 kilos. Well and truly.
Yeah. I think the starting weight these days is like 120 or 140.
Yeah.
Crazy.
See, here it used to be
But that's for the
for your weight.
yeah, that's for the open weight
Yeah.
class people.
I think it was 160 or 180 was the start for a while. But again, everything's moved since I last did a comp, so
Yeah. I mean, I only really got into like being a fan of strongman during the pandemic because it was just like something for me to latch onto on YouTube.
fair.
A lot of really entertaining content there.
Well, what is it? My mate Benny, you just have to do what he used to do for training. Go tuna fishing.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah. He was a funny dude too. Very funny dude. Yeah, tuna fishing, and whenever he had an old Vespa that used to break down the whole time, and he got very adept at actually carrying it on his shoulder and walking the distance.
Yeah,
That'll do it.
that will absolutely do it.
Yeah.
Why not both, Charles? Do some science. Mix them up a little bit.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Cask strength peated
Do
stuff
it.
and cherry stuff, like there's usually a good combo.
And
Yeah,
just remember, Macallan back in the day used to have a cast strength, lightly peated thing that they literally added sherry syrup to. and then sold for a fortune. It's the way to do it.
Oh yeah.
I would honestly absolutely love to, and I think I've said this before, love if there was an allowance to make historical whiskies that were alterated and still label them as scotches and shit like that.
That would
I
be
almost
cool.
never have my hair down, so excuse me this.
No, that's right. The Lafrogue car chase 3 would love it.
That's a good one. That's a solid car chase.
Yep.
What are the best car chases? I would say it's a good one.
Oh, and you know, I always spelt Lafrogue with a PH. Yes, doggo. But that works very well. Very well. Yeah, no, so
Yeah,
so
you have to be careful spelling it like that. If James Neal is still in the chat, though, he might yell at you.
he's tuned out. he's in the middle of scoring tickets to the Bastards Ball.
Maybe. That would be fun.
It would be, right? He could rent an Aston for the day. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Have a hand, dog. He could rent the Aston for the day and just shill merch out the back of the boot. Trunk. Yeah. Actually, no, it's a British car boot.
I'll allow it.
I mean, look, I will grant you that a frunk sounds better than a fruit.
Sure. Yeah, there's not really a great way to say like a front trunk area thing.
Right,
Like,
so-
there's no good word for it. That doesn't sound ridiculous.
I get it. Like the old Volkswagen Beetle that I had, it was just called the boot. Like the boot was in the nose.
Sure.
Whereas I guess trunk can really only be in the back, can't it? Whereas the boot can be anywhere.
I suppose.
I mean, as long as it's on a foot, it should be fine.
But what if you're Canadian and you want to go fishing? What do you use?
You know, I'm not upset, Jeremy. I'm just disappointed.
That's my natural state.
I was not angry at you, Zuko. I was sad because I thought you had forgotten, you had lost your way.
Is that okay now? You right?
Right, like it sounds better, but it's not good. Like anytime I say front, I just
Well,
feel
if it's
sad.
if it's a front boot, it's got to be like close to the pedals, right? So it's a fruit by the foot.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep. I'm just going to accept this now. This is how life is.
So the frontal storage area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
See, like I couldn't just look like a nice off-brand Jason Momoa. Like I had to be nerfed with the puns. Like
Fair. Otherwise, you would be too powerful.
way too powerful.
Hang on, doesn't puns give power, especially when the void's around? I mean, whilst the void isn't here, he is here.
Yeah, I mean, he's always everywhere.
Void. Just yeah, that's how that
The
works.
void is actually secretly right now. 5 out of our viewers are currently in the void's back door.
I mean, no judgments. We are a no judgment zone here at Cask Strength.
The
As
only
long as
thing,
everyone is on board,
Only one of them's aware of
totally
what's happening.
fine.
I mean, the only
That
time
becomes a problem. That's different.
the only time I will ever kink shame is with a garden hose because you can never unkink them. It's just a pain in the ass.
Sure.
That's even worse. Because I always go.
They need to
and
make
go
like
wrong.
braided ones, like they do with USB cables now, so they can't
They
get kinked.
They do.
They do.
Oh,
They're just really expensive.
Well, yeah, there's that. I guess.
That's my
And
brain.
I'm not willing to spend the money. Frankly, I use the hose like
I was going to say I'll just ship you some, but I don't know how suspect it would be shipping a length of hose.
It seems like a problem. It seems like at the very least they'd be like, "No, we're opening this to see what the hell is going on." And then they would just be confused when it's actually a length of hose.
You know, like 30 centimeters of hose, and they're like, why the hell is it being shipped for? It'd go through all sorts of tests, and they just put you on a watch list because they do.
Yeah, like, I don't know what's going on, but something is going on, and we need to watch this person.
Right, I'm not sure how, but this is illegal.
Whatever they're doing probably should be illegal because I don't.
If it's not
understand
illegal
what it is.
yet, we will literally write a law
Yeah.
to make this.
Whatever is going on definitely is a problem. Whatever.
I don't know what this is, but I hate it.
Yep. Yeah.
label it a dildo. I mean,
You know,
in a
if you
sense,
if you include a little bit of lube with the length of hose, it actually becomes like a million times less suspicious. They're like, this is a sex thing.
like, I don't understand it, but it's clearly a sex thing. So
Yeah. Whereas if it's just hose, it's
Just
like
a length of garden hose.
it's way more
It's
suspicious.
It's been in the sun, so it's a little bit faded on one side and not faded on the other side. Shipped as scientific equipment.
Sure.
Like that has got to be enough confusing to get someone on a watch list.
Just
Just
labeled like
sure.
sample 12.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that confuse them?
I know.
So obvious.
Whenever I've shipped mead domestically, obviously, I've labeled it as artisanal vinegar. Because who's gonna open it and look? Like,
I once got a care package from the States, and it just said glassware, and it had like 12 bottles of whiskey in there. Strictly speaking, it was glassware.
it just
That's how my Hibiki 17 showed up, and I ordered it like legitimately.
Yeah. Actually, like bizarrely, I don't know. So I've gotten some stuff from Master of Malt, both personally and gifted. Never had an issue, and there is warnings all over the place that you may be liable for the local taxes or whatever. Other people in Australia seem to get smacked with a tax for buying just a singular bottle. I'm like, shit, I can't buy one bottle. Like, I have to buy 5 or 6 because the shipping is the same price.
Sure,
The shipping is. Brad, how's the shipping to Australia?
It wasn't great. I don't remember what it was, but I remember thinking like, "Damn it. I'm doing it anyway." But
Yeah. I think you did mention like it was the cost of a bottle at some point. Like
Probably
I could have just
something
gotten a
like
bottle
that,
of that.
like a nice bottle, or
I think it was like $30 or $40 shipping for like like 2 sample packs. So
I
not
mean,
a lot. A lot.
that's an okay bottle here. Like that can get you some pretty good whiskey here.
Yeah.
At least like here, I don't know. Like
Yeah, there you go. So I don't. You realized your mistake. I work for the state. I work for the man.
I mean, technically, Australia doesn't exist, so it's hard to say who you really work for.
I mean, much like birds, Australia is a hoax. So I'm just like
Yes. Well, see,
definitely
you
trot that one out to
It's really
conspiracy
taking them a
theorists.
long time to change the batteries in all those birds. I gotta say,
Oh, that's why they land on those power lines.
Yeah.
It's induction.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
charging. Never mind. The Xbox is. Hugh Jackman says, "I thought, dude, Hugh Jackman is our greatest export."
He's an
And that's saying
actor.
something. Australia's got a lot of
he's
good exports.
paid to lie. What?
Fuck
what-
oath.
Come on, man.
And who's going to argue with fucking Wolverine?
And there's that.
I might.
Ryan Reynolds seems to argue with him all the time.
I was going to say, like that's just all part of the act, man. Canada is secretly sponsoring the Australian lie.
Makes sense.
Why do you think there's so many similarities? Why do you think?
That would absolutely explain the pseudo beef between Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
It would.
Right? It's all
And the awkward similarity between Australian and Canadian humor.
yeah.
Suspicion increase.
Very suspicious. Anyway, with that, I think we're out of time for the stream. We don't want to dig too much into this for no particular reason. Yeah.
So just remember, guys, whenever anything